Hey, welcome to the Learn Flutter course series. In previous video, we have discussed about basics of Dart. So now in this video, we will talk about data types in brief. The first data type is num data type. We use it when we want a variable that has a number value. So let's see how we can declare it. The basic syntax is as follow. So now let's follow this syntax and initialize some num types of variables. Main, first num equals 9, second num equals 9.4, third num equals first num. Here we have assigned value of 9 to the first num and 9.4 to the second num. And in third num we have assigned value of whatever it was for the first num. That means 9. So let's try to print them. We will use a print statement. Print first num, print second num, and then print third num. Here you can see the output as follows: 9, 9.4 and again 9. So number data type is further divided into two subtypes. The first one is int and the second one is double. So let's look at each type in a bit more details. Integer. Integer are the whole numbers without a decimal point. I repeat, whole numbers without a decimal point. For example, 129 minus 31 minus 42 minus 51 and so on. And the syntax for declaring these integers will be like this. Now let's look at this example. In this code we are declaring three variables of type int. The first variable is a simple integer, while the second is hex, and in third we are assigning the value of simple integer to integer. So when we will run it, we will get an output like this: 1, and the value of hex 893775 and again 1. So the second subtype of number is double data type. Double are the numbers that include a decimal point. For example, 22.7, 100.7, 73.7, minus 73.2 and so on. So syntax for declaring double is as follows. Let's look it with an example. Main double, simple double equals 9.9, double exponent equals 1.92 e5, which is similar to 1.92 into 10 to the power 5. So let's try to print them. Print simple double, print exponent. We are declaring two variables of type double. The first variable is simple variable, while the second variable is an exponent. So when we will run it, the output will be like 9.9 and 192000. What are strings? String is a sequence of UTF-16 code units. UTF stands for Unicode Transformation Format. Unicode is a set of characters in which each character is a unique code. Let's look at the various ways we can print strings in Dart. So the first one is using single quotes. The second one is using double quotes. In third way, we are using single quotes to create a string. However, the string itself has a single quotes in the word its. If we print the string as it's possible with an escape character, we will get an error because the compiler will see the single quotation in the word its as a closing quotation of the string. To solve this problem, we can use an escape character which tells the compiler to escape the built-in functionality of single quotation and evaluate string as a string. Let's talk about defining a string variable. If you want to define a variable that stores value of type string, we will do it like this. String str equals this is string, and then we will print it str. String concatenation. To concatenate means joining two or more strings together. Concatenation can be done by using plus operator. Let's see. We are concatenating the first string str1 and the second string str2 and then printing the concatenated string. String interpolation. String interpolation is the ability to create new string or modify the existing string by embedding them with an expression. Let's see how we can interpolate strings. So we will add a dollar sign before the expression or a variable. Let's understand the string using an example. String country Russia, string name Gaurav. What we will do, instead of changing the print statement each time, all we have to do is change the value of variable being interpolated. Let's now try to embed mathematical expression in a string using a curly bracket. 11 plus 10 is our expression which the compiler processes and interprets to 26. Type inference is the ability of a programming language to infer types when not specified by a user. Type inference allows us to declare a variable without explicitly mentioning the type of data. In Dart, we can insert a where keyword in place of data type. Let's understand this with an example. Main var name equals Gaurav. So this will be inferred as a string automatically. You may think how compiler will know that this variable is a string type. As here, var is acting as a general data type. You can see on the right we have a string value. So it will be inferred as a string automatically. This is the beauty of Dart. Also similarly, we can declare other data types like var age equals 21, var weight equals 63.3. And then when we will print them, we will get an output. Dynamic data type. If we want a variable to hold objects of many types, so we can declare a variable using dynamic keyword. Let's see this with an example. Dynamic myinfo equals Gaurav, which is of a type string. Then I will print it. Then it for myinfo equals 21, type int, myinfo equals true, type bool. In the code, we are declaring a dynamic info and initially assigning it to a value of type string. Then we go to reassign it as a variable of type int, and then finally the value of a type bool. The code runs smoothly without an error and giving us an output. So this is how dynamic variables works. So that's all for today's video. In next video we will cover operators in Dart. So stay tuned, like, comment and subscribe my channel, and I will meet you in the next video.